Hi, welcome to an episode with Kim Kuhns, and I will be talking about crocheting terms, definitions, and abbreviations, and I will be posted on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and X. So look forward to my videos. Alright, the very first one I'm going to be talking about is CH. CH means chain, like a chain of 6, a chain of 5, or a chain of 180 if you're making a blanket or whatever you're trying to make. The next one is SC. SC stands for single crochet, and it's mostly the right and basic. That one you will mostly use when you're making stuff, a single crochet, because you will have to use it before you can go into a double crochet to join layers on a crochet hook. The next one is SL and ST, and that is slip stitch, which is used to join or move across. Now regular ST with or without or with the S is it's abbreviated for stitches, which that means like whatever how many stitches you need to make the item that you are making is what is it is pretty much what it means. HDC. H stands for half, D stands for double, and C, as you probably could think of what C stands for, is crochet. So HDC means half double crochet. And then just regular DC is double crochet. TR is treble crochet. They are both tall stitches that are most common used when making projects. This one might be a little tough one, but I'm going to explain it to you. YO or a parentheses YOH, which that means yarn over hook. So when it says Y over H, that means you flip the yarn over the hook to pull the loop through that loop and pull out. It's simple once you start doing it more, and you will understand how the process is as you do it. The next one is INC. You guys could know what INC stands for. It means increase, which means making 2 or more across in one space. So that is if you're making probably a granny square or a waffle stitch, because you have to do like 2 or 3 stitches in one area in order to make a section of stitches. DEC means decrease, which means combining 2 or more stitches into one. So let me see. So when you have more than 2 stitches, you can somehow combine those into one. I have not figured it out, but if you have figured it out, let me know, because I will be glad to know how to do that. Because I could use that in some of my projects I'm going to be making. So leave a comment below if you know how to do that. Alright, next one is SK, which means skip, which means not working a stitch. Again, if you know how to do that, leave a comment below. Some of these terms, definitions, and abbreviations I do not know how to do, but if you do, please leave a comment below and let me know how you do some of these so that I can learn too, because I don't know how to do some of these. So, and I would like to know how to do some of them. SP means space. You can probably figure this one out of what it means. It means gap between stitches. Kind of think of the word for a minute. So, like with the granny square, there's gaps in it. With the waffle stitches, there's gaps in it. Those two are the examples that I could think of that would be ones that would have a space in it. The next one, before we go to technique and pattern terms, is TOG, means together. It's also been used as SC2TOG, which means single crochet together. Together. And it can also be DC2TOG, means double crochet 2 together. Alright, on to techniques and patterns terms. Magic ring / circle. It is a method to start projects in the round, creating a tighter center. So you would have to make a circle when starting a granny square. I've seen people start a granny square and they start out with a circle. The next one is BLO/FO, means back loop only or front loop only, which that means working only in one loop to create a texture. Post stitches, FP/BP, front post or back post, inserting the hook around the back loop instead of 2 loops. Next one, turn, flipping the project to start a new row in the opposite direction. So like a good example would be making a blanket. You would start a row in one direction, then you would start the next row in the opposite direction. Right side RS/wrong side WS. The intended front with parentheses finished and back inside of the project. The next one, what we're going to be going on to informal and project terms. WIP, work in progress, which means there is a project going on and it is getting worked on so that it can be finished and completed, and so that it will be an FO, finished object. before it's a finished object, it will be a UFO. Now you will think an UFO, alien ship. No, UFO in crochet terms is unfinished object. So it will be an unfinished object before it's finished. Yarn barf. A tangled mess of yarn pulled from the center. There are some balls of yarn that you pull from the middle to get the ending of the yarn to start crocheting from. Pattern punctuation. Parentheses or boxes. Work of how many times you gotta work on that area or that section or whatever you need to work on how many times. Asterisk with a little star indicates a repeat pattern. That means you gotta repeat the same pattern over and over and over, whatever how many times it tells you to repeat it, so that it can look like what you want it to look like. Which it means repeat the theme. So you gotta repeat it. So if you have any more crochet terms, definitions, or abbreviations that I have missed, leave them in the comments below and let me know so that I can talk about it. And if any of those do not make sense, leave a comment or a question below so that I can answer those. Alright, I will see you in my next podcast, and this is Kimberly Kuhns. Hope to see you guys soon. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you.